Look at families here. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah.
That's right.
To that one who is the creator of all things, and to him who is the sender of all the great prophets who have come in a mighty line of divine. Dear family, I don't care how old any of us get to be in this world's life. The beauty and the magnificence of Almighty God, Allah, is that there is but one God.
Joy.
I don't care what land, label, or title. Most people on this planet believe that there is but one God.
That's right. Go ahead.
That's true. And if it's just one God, the only question that the human family have to answer is, how did we get so divided in religion?
Good question. Come on.
This is why God, in my opinion, raised a mighty man in the last day.
Go ahead.
But we thank God for Abraham. For Abraham is the root of the three great monotheistic religions.
Yes.
When you see Jews, they say Abraham is our father. That's so beautiful. And then when the Jews and the Christians meet, the Christians say, wait a minute. Now we call ourselves Christian, you're a Jew, but yet Abraham is our father too. Right. And then as the Muslims meet the two on the mountain, they say, wait a minute.
Come on.
Abraham is our father as well. Then if Abraham is the father of the three great monotheistic religion, and they don't know it, then this tells me that Satan or Shaitan has got in the middle of the three great monotheistic religions. I thank God that all of these religious wars and division among the people were to come to an end in the last day. I'm here, brothers and sisters, to bring you some good news, because everything that's going on in the world today that is negative is as a result of the original man being out of place.
That's right. Go ahead.
I thank God. I thank him so much, because God and some of the prophets saw us coming into bondage. The only problem is the Western world have hidden the fact on who we are. So I thank God for coming in the person of Master Farid Muhammad.
Come on, bring it, brother.
That is the man who raised the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And there have been no scholars who have proven one word of the teachings of the honorable Elijah Muhammad to be wrong.
Right.
People just say, I don't agree, but they don't say he's wrong.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. You not agreeing don't mean I'm wrong.
Right.
Huh?
Jeez.
I can be going in the right direction and you just say, I don't agree, I'm going to go in this direction. Well, fine. But you can't tell me I'm wrong.
Right.
And no matter where I go and people I meet, no one has even been able to prove me wrong with what I know, the little that I know.
Come on.
The only thing people say, I don't know if I can believe in everything Minister Farrakhan say. And then I know that Negro is lying because he ain't heard everything. I don't know about you. Every people can claim a prophet or sage.
Right. Come on.
Huh?
Certainly.
Where's yours? And every people who claims a prophet or a sage, if you go among the Chinese, their prophet look like them.
Right.
You go among the Koreans, their prophet look like them.
Right.
You go among the Italians, you go among the Jews, their prophet look like them. But oh, the black man in America, your prophet look like the slave master.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
God has never allowed the oppressed
Come on.
to be the prophet of those of his oppressors.
Right.
Come
So I thank God for raising this Georgia-born black man. Get to know him. Study him.
Come on.
I'm challenging you. If you don't even agree with the nation, you have to say the Nation of Islam got influence. Well, how do we get this influence? Go study us. I watch you studying the Panthers. I watch you studying the US organization. And many of these organizations are dead and gone. But the nation is alive and well. You should be studying us. So I'm grateful to have that man, that Georgia-born black man. He was so wise that he was able to take another man and impregnate that man, and that man became, in my humble opinion, this man Farrakhan. I love saying his name, particularly when I'm in the midst of the enemy.
Shake him up.
I love it when I go on TV or when I'm being interviewed on CNN or CBS. I love saying the name Farrakhan. Because Farrakhan, when you say his name, it's like in the Lion's King when Mufasa's name is mentioned among the hyenas. The hyenas get scared because Farrakhan, he fulfills that part of scripture where it talks about a lion sleep in Judah who will awaken. We are lions by nature. It's just that the white man have put us to sleep, and now Farrakhan is roaring.
Yes, sir.
He's roaring the truth. He's telling you the white man ain't gonna give you nothing. And them crackers came out and said, we ain't giving y'all niggas no reparations. We ain't giving y'all niggas nothing. We ain't even giving you a bag of chips. We gave you Obama.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Go ahead.
The minister said, you gonna beg this cracker. You're like Lazarus begging for the crumbs off the rich man's table. But the rich man is about to die, so you gonna die when they die? We better connect with the world internationally. That's why this teaching Islam is a universal teaching. You can go anywhere on the planet and be accepted. So you ain't getting no reparations. Only thing the white man give you is you can recreation. He gave you some recreation. The only thing he wants from you is a song. And dance, nigga. But freedom, I'm not giving you. If you want freedom, take it. We about to take it. So I greet you in these holy and righteous men's name in the greeting words of peace in a language you done long forgotten. You don't even know that the Arabic language is your language. Come on. The Arabic language does not belong to the light-skinned Arab. They too are Johnny-come-lately.
That's right.
They too are in our homeland perpetrating. Perpetrating.
Straight up.
I ain't gonna say fraud, but perpetrating.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Busters.
Come on now.
The real Islam is in you, black man.
That's right.
So I greet all of you today in the greeting words of something we need so bad. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Brothers and sisters, thank you all for your patience. Today we have a big event. So many of our believers are spread out all over the city. We are blessed today that we had already scheduled to have this peace ride in the month of June to honor the 25,000 families who've lost a loved one to gang violence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They didn't get shot by no white police.
Come on.
I pray for the day that when we kill each other, we can sound the alarm and stop waiting on when white people do it.
Go ahead.
It ain't the white man hanging us with a rope today.
No, sir.
It's the white man using his Frankenstein monsters that he done created through socially engineering us to do his bidding.
Understand. Go ahead. Understand.
And I'm not blaming us because the same dog bit you, bit me.
Go ahead.
But I know from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan has told us that this generation, when your spiritual alarm clock go off, it's over for this crap.
Go ahead. Right.
You are the best generation we have ever produced. We just have to be patient with your development. Because it took 400 years to make you a nigga.
Come on.
Go ahead now.
We're hoping that we can turn that around in 40 years and make you an original black man.
That's right.
So today, we're riding to honor these families. And our dear brother who was slain, Nipsey Hussle, he was going to be a part of our June peace ride because he was doing a song for all of the victims who had lost a loved one to gang violence. And Nipsey Hussle, even though he was a rolling 60s, he was ready to give his life.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
To see the streets come together. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's going to happen. So I thank you for coming, and I thank you for bearing patience with us. I see one of our sister soldiers. You know, brother, it ain't only the black brothers that's banging.
Come on. That's right.
Come on.
That's right. Set the record
Well,
straight.
Shanique and them out there banging too.
Right. Come on. All line.
In fact, a lot of the banging is as a result of the sisters.
Right.
That's true.
Come on.
So I see my sister, pioneer, peace rider. Man, I done forgot my sister's name. Reneka Nikki. She a shot caller. Stand up, Sister Nikki. Don't get it twisted. She's a sister, but a soldier. She's a female, but she'll fight you. She's a woman, but a warrior, and a lady, and a leader.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And sister, I'm telling you, anytime you call and need us, she's lost a lot of family to gang violence. And we're riding in the name of her family and many others. So give her another round of applause. That's our sister. She's an honorary Muslim.
Go ahead.
In fact, all of y'all now, as a result of walking through that door, guess what just happened to you? You just became a citizen.
That's right, sir.
Because you just came across our border.
Go ahead. No wall.
Trump can't come in here. We done built the wall. We put him out.
That part. Go ahead.
But you are welcome. Look, the nation of Islam is your nation. I'm telling you, I'm going to say that again.
Go ahead.
Your nation is the nation of Islam, whether you want it to be or not. This is your nation. So come on home. Stop fighting for the white and join the army of your own. So I want to take this time and introduce one of the great ambassadors. You in for a treat. When people look at the stars in heaven, when it's a clear night and you see a constellation of stars, your eyes don't know which one to gaze at.
Come on.
That's right.
Jeez.
Because when they all show up at the same time, just the array of all the stars just make you look at the group and say, my God, look at that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One star may flicker and be a little brighter, but you always find another one that's flickering and a little brighter.
Go ahead.
Coming out of the canopy of black.
Wow.
Because black is the originality of which everything comes out of. Even your thought comes from the darkness of the thinking of your mind.
Go ahead now. Jeez.
I want to introduce to you one of the great stars
Come on.
in the nation of Islam. You may say, well, wait a minute. Ain't that Minister Farrakhan? Oh, he done grew beyond a star. He's the sun.
Go ahead. Jeez. Go ahead.
He's like a life-giving sun. And that man have raised black men and women. And if you look at us, sometimes you're going to see Farrakhan in us.
Right.
This is why the enemy know, even if you try to kill Farrakhan, you can't. He's all the way in our baby. Farrakhan is in our seed, the spirit of Farrakhan. Farrakhan is in our womb. Man, I'm just happy.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I know it don't look like it. It may not look like we nothing.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Come on.
Oh, but the whole world belongs to us. So the nation of Islam have great ambassadors. And as the minister have become the life-giving son, he have produced students who are maturing. And if you can pride yourself and be glad when the Secretary of State take his lying behind to Great Britain, take his behind to Germany, and yet when he goes into Germany, it's like the president being there. Well, there's such a man that's with us today.
Go ahead. Come on.
There are 7 top regional ministers, student ministers under the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and we are like the disciples around Jesus.
Go ahead. Fact. That's a fact.
I'm here to introduce to you not only a brother who is my brother, but he is my friend. We grew up in the nation of Islam.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
In fact, you're not even living until you join the nation of Islam.
Go ahead.
That's right.
I've been in the nation for 34 years.
Come on.
You know what that means? I'm only 34 years old.
That's right.
Because everything before that was coming from a dead man.
Go ahead.
And today is my earthly birthday. Come on, y'all clap a little harder. I heard somebody thinking, well, how old are you? I turned 61 years old.
Man, come on.
It's called How to Eat to Live.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Come on.
I run 5 miles a day. I can outrun most 30 years old.
Good.
Particularly if you're on weed. Oh, I got you. If you drinking it on weed, oh, I got you. I can throw these things too.
That's right.
Oh, I throw these things.
Go ahead.
I can last for 3 minutes in a fight, man. By the time you get to 2 minutes and 58 seconds, I start throwing helicopters.
That's right.
Today is a happy day because we have with us one of the witness bearers of a man that changed our life.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
When I found Minister Farrakhan, I've been looking for him all of my life. I was selling dope. I was disrespecting women. I was destroying my neighborhood. I thought I was doing something good until I ran into the light.
That's right. That's right.
That man Farrakhan said, brother, give that up, and I want you to follow me, and you'll become respected among men and women all over this planet.
That's right.
He took a nigga from Georgia and sent me to LA 25 years ago. I arrived like Jethro Bodine. Beverly Hills Billies. Yeah. You know, in Georgia, we speak to everybody. I came among gangsters. Niggas didn't even smile. I'm like, how y'all doing? Look, this nigga cuss. Saying all this hello stuff. Went over to the Bloods. Oh, man. All they do is this. So today, this brother, I have been able to lean on him when I'm in trouble.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's a brother there's no envy between us.
Come on now.
He is one of the top ministers in the nation.
Yes, sir.
He has his doctorate degree
Yes, sir.
in urban planning.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And so he is going to help us to lay out how to buy up everything from the corner of Manchester all the way back to Imperial.
Go ahead.
We're going to call this area, you know, China got a town.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Come on.
Y'all ain't tripping when you go to Chinatown. Back here happen. Nigga, where you at? Nigga, I'm over in Chinatown.
Right.
Korea got a town.
Yes, sir.
Right?
They do.
Even little Cambodia got an area.
Yes, sir.
They got an area called Little Tokyo.
Fact.
Well, guess what we gonna call this area?
Come on.
Little Dacian town.
That's
right.
Go ahead.
I want to bring him up. He also started the Peace Rise in Houston.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
sir.
So today, when this is over, we want all of you to make your way over to Gonzalez Park. You're gonna see something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
at least 80 hoods coming together today to say we're ready to stop the beef.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it going to stop overnight? No. But we need your prayer.
Yes, sir.
We need your optimism. We don't need you when something pop off say, see, ain't going to be no peace. Nigga, shut up. It takes time.
Right here. Go ahead.
These cats is in pain.
Yes, sir.
Just like it takes time for you to get over your baby dad.
Come on.
Right? So it takes time because we've lost people that we love.
Right.
And now they're ready for the nation. They're ready to be affiliated. They're ready to join. We're about to take this time.
Go ahead.
Well, I want to bring up to this rostrum a brother who's one of the baddest, boldest defenders of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that I know. We borrow from each other's wisdom and experience. So please bring up to this rostrum our Southwest student representative of the Nation of Islam, brother Dr. Abdul Haleem Muhammad. Bring him up with a round of applause.
All praises due to Allah. That's right. All praises due to Allah. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah.
That's right.
I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. I'm a student of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I can never thank Allah enough for his intervention in our affairs in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi.
Yes, sir.
He traveled 9,000 miles to seek and to save that which was lost.
Yes, he did.
We can find no other people more fitting the description of the lost sheep,
Come on.
the lost coin,
Go ahead.
the prodigal son,
That's on.
the children of Israel,
That's right.
than the black man and the black woman of North America.
Come on.
Go ahead.
We thank Allah for fulfilling his promise and coming 9,000 miles and taking off his holy robes
Go ahead.
and putting on dyed garments and coming to find a people who are no people at all,
It's a fact.
that the whole world laughs at, that the whole world mocks, that the whole world sees as the dregs of society.
Come on.
We thank Allah for his choice of us as a people.
Yes, sir.
But among us was one in whom he would place his mind, his will, his heart, his spirit. And he would leave him as proof that God visited America.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See, I know watching a football game, you see the man with the rainbow colored wig in the end zone with John 3:16.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Oh yeah, you're right, preacher.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on.
But God loved the black man and woman so much he came himself.
Go ahead.
Hey, thank you, Jack.
He said to God, he came himself.
That's
Yeah.
right. Take a place.
And he raised up a Georgia-born black man
Yes, he did.
with a third grade education.
Come on.
Think about
Third grade.
it. Huh.
Think over that.
That's right.
And he poured knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in this man, put him back on the junk pile, and said, go at it, Elijah.
Come on. Come on. That's what he did.
And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You would have no Malcolm X.
Come on.
That's
If it
right.
weren't for the Honorable Elijah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you doing that.
No Malcolm X.
Go ahead.
Malcolm the 10th, but not Malcolm X.
Right.
You wouldn't have El Hajj Malik Shabazz.
Come on.
That's
If
right.
it weren't for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the one that told him which way Mecca was.
Right.
That's right.
Come on.
Break it
You would
down.
have no Muhammad Ali. You would have Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr.
That's
Come
right.
on.
But you would not have Muhammad Ali if it weren't for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have Imam Warathuddin
Come
Muhammad
on.
if
It's a
it
fact.
weren't for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he is his seed.
Go ahead.
And I thank Allah
Yes, sir.
for a man that I met at my sophomore year of high school at 19 years old. I'm 62 years young now.
Praise
Yes,
the
sir.
Lord.
I met him as a sophomore student in college in 1976. At the time I met him, his name was Abdul Haleem Farrakhan.
Think about it.
He gave me his name. Haleem is the attribute of Allah, that he doesn't punish you right away when you violate his law.
Come on.
It's a kind of patience, sister, that you show with your children.
Come on.
You know they're acting up, but they're young, they don't understand. God is like that too.
Yes, he is.
He understands that we've been under the cruel hand of an evil, wicked slave master and his children.
Yes, sir.
And we've been other than self.
That's right. Wake us
So
up.
God is patient. God is Haleem. He's Al Haleem. I'm Abdul Haleem. I'm the servant
That's right.
of this great God and that attribute.
Come on, now.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is a star without equal.
That's right.
He's a man with impeccable character. Whether you're in the streets or the suites, you respect Farrakhan because you know he's a man of his word.
That's right.
You know he's not a man that's been bought or sold us out.
That's right.
I don't care what they say about Minister Farrakhan. He's the same way he is in private
Go ahead.
as he is in public.
Go ahead.
I thank Allah. I thank Allah for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
Because everything that I am and everything that I have is because of him.
Yes, sir.
So what?
All right. Come on.
You in some personality cult thing? Y'all worship Farrakhan. No.
Come on.
Honorable Louis Farrakhan said we be a fool to worship him.
Yeah.
But he has helped me see God walking in a human being.
Go ahead.
That's right. Let's
See, most of us like worshiping dead leaders.
Go ahead.
Because a dead leader can't hold you to account in a modern time. You like talking about God. Marcus Garvey was deported from America and died in London. He can't hold you accountable.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Oh, I love Dr. Martin Luther King. I have a dream. Dr. King was killed.
That's right.
On the balcony of the Lorraine Motel, April 4th, 1968. He's not here to hold you accountable.
Go ahead.
That's right.
You like talking that old Malcolm stuff.
Come on.
But you wouldn't have done anything in the water bomb ballroom when them boys stood up and said, get your hands out my pocket.
Go ahead.
Start firing on Malcolm.
Go ahead.
Knock the women over trying to get out the door.
Go ahead.
Talk that old Malcolm stuff. All of them are shields for our cowardice. Not following the man of the hour.
Come on.
That man of the hour is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You're taking a letter alone.
Go ahead.
There's not a leader in America today, or in the world, mind you. You could put doo-doo on all of the black leaders and put them together and flies wouldn't even come to them. Farrakhan's a man that walk into a room, and I've seen it in a suite.
Go ahead.
Those people that you would knock me over and knock them over to come to, oh my God, I won't say no names, but I seen them.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You would run me over. I mean, like I'd be in trouble. I see them come and be like,
Yes, sir. Humble. Right.
Go ahead.
but you big bad bull out there in the world. But you say, hey, how you doing, Minister? Minister, can you help me? I got a problem.
Go ahead.
Most of these people who are celebrities and big niggas you think are big,
Go ahead.
they got problems.
Come on.
They got personal problems that we minister dismiss out from the room so that they can tell what the hell's going on in their life and he can give them guidance.
Go ahead.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I couldn't witness bear.
Go ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
why I know that there's no God but Allah.
That's right.
And we should worship nobody but Allah. And that's what Farrakhan has taught us. So I want to greet you, my beloved brothers and sisters. To student minister Abdul Malik Sayyid Muhammad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
That's my brother.
That's right. Come on.
That's my brother.
Say it.
I love him. He's like my twin.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I couldn't think of a better day to be with him on the anniversary of his birth.
Yes, sir.
Because he was born from another mother.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Come on.
I love that brother.
Yes, sir.
There's something about him that just, I'm at ease. I could tell him anything.
Yes, sir.
And he never judged me.
Praise the Lord.
I love walking with a man like that. No envy, no jealousy. And then brother Abdul Malik, when he was brother Tony, I used to call him Tough Tone. I used to call him Felonious Tone. You know what I'm saying? Get all into that gang thing. And I said, yeah, go ahead, Tony, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? And he wearing them old suits, them window pane suits and broad gators and all that kind of stuff. I said, ooh, pretty Tony.
Yes, sir.
But I wouldn't have no envy because I couldn't dress like that. I'm just a plain Jane kind of. So those of you who are gangbangers and from the street, I'm not going to front for you. Come on.
Go ahead.
I don't have so much as a parking ticket to my name.
Go ahead. Come on.
I've never been to jail except for to visit you.
Come on. Think about
I do
that.
have a PhD. It means power high and deep. That's all it means.
Go ahead.
I'm not better than you. I'm your brother.
That's
Think
right.
about it.
Everything that I'm going to talk about today, whether I learned in school or not, has only bore witness to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Go ahead.
There's nothing that the white man to teach me that is greater than the supreme wisdom given to
Go ahead.
the Honorable Elijah Muhammad from his teacher, Master Fard Muhammad.
Go ahead.
Nothing. Nothing. So it's not for me to come before you and tell I was some dope dealer. I wasn't no dope dealer.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh. When I came to Islam, I was smoking an ounce of red bud sesame a week.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One thing about it, I ain't like them seeds popping on my clothes. So I like that
Hold on. Here for man. Come on.
Come on. I was drinking a quart of Kahlua because I don't like the most strong drinks. Some of y'all like the most strong drinks. You know, I like Kahlua. I put a little sweet drink in my milk and put my joint, drink my Kahlua. I was smoking a pack of Newports. Okay.
To the court.
Graveyard.
So I'm not going to stand before you and try to pretend that I'm something that I'm not.
Come on. Come on.
Nor will I talk down to you because you're from the streets.
Come on.
Go ahead.
You brothers from the streets, I owe you.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He said, nigga, I don't even know you.
Come on. Yes, you do.
You do.
That's right.
Because there's that shorty on the street
Come on.
that came from the house up the road. You knew his brothers and all them because they was all bangers.
Come on. Come on.
But there was that one among that you knew had potential.
Yeah.
And when you seen him up on the corner trying to bang, you said, little homie, take your ass home.
Go. Go
Go
ahead.
home.
Say that.
Go home, man. Go home. Your brother said, if I see you out here on the street or on the playground, I'm going to send you home. You ain't going to bang. Go to school, fool.
That's right. That's right.
You were the one that looked out for me. I grew up in New York.
Come on. Come
You were
on.
the one that my brother, you knew my brother was dealing dope. You knew my brother was hanging out on the corner. And my brother gave you standing orders.
Go ahead.
That if you seen my brother come up here on Amsterdam Avenue, send his butt down to Edgecombe, send him back down there.
Go ahead.
It was you that made sure my mother's purse didn't get snatched.
Go ahead.
It was you that made sure that I went to school. You watched over me. You took care of me. And now my duty
Go ahead.
is that when you're in trouble, when you're in the belly of the beast,
Come on.
it's for me to come in that belly of the beast and to give you thanks for looking out for me. And to tell you that Minister Farr, that has only made me your servant with everything that I know to give you hope because you're the real leader.
Go ahead.
If you sit in that seat after we finish teaching today, you have blown your assignment.
Come on.
You the leader.
Come on.
I'm a stand-in. I'm Farrakhan 2.0.
Come on.
You Farrakhan 3.0, 4.0. You know how you got software to improve?
Go ahead.
That's who you are.
Go ahead now.
I'm only here because I'm doing the best I can. I have no theological training except I came through the mighty FOI. That's what we all come through because we all soldiers.
Go ahead.
We come up through the FOI, but I didn't go to any formal school of theology.
Come on.
But I can't find a preacher that can handle me.
Go ahead. Teach.
Nowhere, no how.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
But you
that gives off light is being consumed.
Think about that.
And as I'm giving off light, I'm being consumed.
Teach it.
There's one thing I can't get back here. I can give you money. I can lose a car. I can lose a house. But I can't get back time.
Come on, think about that.
This time we're spending together, man. If you don't hear what I'm saying from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, from his teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, from God himself who came for you, if I don't touch and stir your soul, then you wasted your time.
Go ahead, brother.
But if I can plant a seed,
Just a little.
you get up, you shake my hand today, and become a student of what it is that made me a master student.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That one day will make me a master teacher if I follow the way of my teacher.
Come
Who's
on,
a
man.
master teacher. Farrakhan is a teacher without equal.
You know that.
Go
You
ahead.
know that.
But good oratory, good speaking, is not going to save us today. Cause I might out preach a Baptist preacher.
Come on.
He get the he get the hooping and and he hit that lick when he said, "And Jesus," and the sister go, "Oh Lord."
Go ahead.
You got it.
Go ahead.
You got it.
You never oratory can't save us today.
Not at
All
all.
right.
Not at
Come
all.
on.
It's what comes after the word.
Come on. Teach them to God. Teach them to God.
You now have a responsibility. Whoever invited you here, let me tell you, it was something selfish that they did.
Come on.
What?
Come on.
It was selfish. They invited you to meet and you accepted the invitation. They were very selfish. You want to know what? They tried to get your blood off their hands.
Right.
Think about
See,
that.
once we
Right.
invite you, you hear the teachings, you're responsible for what you know.
That's right.
Whether you
Good.
agree or disagree, you're responsible for what you know. So, don't be angry at the person who invited you. What they're trying to do is gain their salvation with God. See, every people, the Holy Quran says, Allah gives all people, every people have been given acts of devotion.
Go ahead. Yes.
The Jew blows the ram's horn to call people to worship.
right.
The Christian rings the bell to call the people to worship.
ahead.
The Muslim in the East says, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, to call the people to worship. Our acts of devotion is to invite you to come hear the truth.
Go ahead.
Because that's what God came. He knocked on doors. He came and knocked
Sir.
on doors so he could find that one that would raise up a nation.
Go ahead.
That's who you are. Now, before you fall asleep,
Come on. Wake us up.
before you dismiss me in your mind,
Come on.
the Nation of Islam is the only organization, group. We're really a world, but I'm going to try to shrink it down for you so you can handle it.
Come on, guys.
Right. Go ahead.
We're the only one that ever came back.
Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
The only one.
Resurrect.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You are looking at something that is the only thing that's ever come back from death.
Think
Go
about
ahead.
it.
Listen to me. Minister Farrakhan is the Prince of Peace in your midst.
Yeah.
Think about it.
If I say he's the Messiah, and I miss, if I say he's the Jesus, in your midst, that's blasphemy for some of y'all. But let me
Make
prove
it
my
plain.
point.
Make it
Go
plain.
ahead. Go ahead.
Come on, doctor.
Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead.
Yes, he
Come
did.
on. Yeah.
One man.
Yes, sir. It's a fact.
Farrakhan raised a nation from the dead.
Right. Go ahead.
That part.
I lost my place. Thank Abdul Sayyid Malik Sayyid Muhammad, the laboring staff here at Mosque 27,
Go ahead.
the brothers and sisters who have watched over me, who have been so nice and kind to me. I'm here to tell you who you are and whose you are.
Come on. Come on.
You're very special people, brothers and sisters. You who think you from Los Angeles, you ain't from Los Angeles.
Come on.
Y'all are migrants.
See,
You came during the Great Migration.
Come on. Come on.
Break it down.
From 1916 to 1917, 6 million black people moved from the South.
Go ahead. Teach. Teach.
North, West, Northeast,
Come on.
Midwest, and the West.
Come on.
From 1916 to 1914, 1.6 million black people left the South.
Because in the 1910 census, 90% of all black people lived in the South. To escape the terror that the enemy put on us. Some of y'all people are from Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama. That's who you are. Tennessee.
Come on.
That's who you are.
Yes, sir.
I'm from LA. No, you ain't. You're from the country.
Right.
That's real.
Then, 1940 to 1970, 5 million of us moved.
Come on.
Because during World War II, they had factory jobs out here.
Right. Come on.
So many of our people came again to escape the suffering in the South, but they came here to start a new life.
Right.
But what happened to us? What happened? We suffered from an integrationist fantasy.
Think about that.
Please teach us.
The illusion of inclusion.
That's right.
And as soon as you moved in, the white people moved out.
Come on.
And they took the resources of the federal government
That's right.
and they built highways to get far away from you.
That's right.
So that they could come in and out of downtown and go out to the suburbs and all these cities that they built.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Well, here we are some 20, 30 years later.
Come on.
And their children don't want to drive
Come on.
an hour to work and an hour from work.
Gentrification.
They don't want to have a Great Dane or German Shepherd. They don't want to cut grass in the suburbs.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They want to live, work, and play within a half-mile radius of where they live.
Right.
So it's what you call gentrification.
Go ahead.
But it's what I call disobedience to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he told you and I to buy up our neighborhood and make our own neighborhood a safe and decent place to
Go
live.
ahead.
So instead of buying Gucci and Poochie,
Come on, wake us up.
instead of, how you going, Negro gonna have a Mercedes Benz, a BMW,
Come on.
and park it in an apartment?
Come on now.
How you gonna have a car that costs more money? Your sound system costs more than the car you bought.
Right. Come
The
on.
rims cost more than the sound system.
Come on.
And the car, the rims, and the sound system cost more than you paying in rent.
Come on. You got a pork chop. Come on, brother minister.
It would be better that when I followed you home to try to jack you, I liked your car.
Come on, come on, come on.
Get that.
Right. That's how they do it.
I'd love to be following you out to a big, fine $2 million mansion. No, 5 million. You got I forgot your housing. The housing price out here crazy.
10 million.
Y'all got some cracker boxes for $1 million. In Texas, we do everything big.
Go ahead.
Brothers would drive. See them brothers. These brothers. They've been my security. Yeah. I'm telling you, brother. These brothers been driving me around in a circle.
Right.
They act like they've been taking me around LA, but no, they've been driving me in a circle. I know, because every time I look up, there's a fat burger. So I know they've been driving me around in a circle.
Going in circle.
Y'all driving me around in a circle. I know the airport is like right over there.
Right.
And my hotel, right? Y'all trying to fool me. No, but they took me through a neighborhood. They said, yeah, bro, mister, them $1 million houses. I said, say what? $1 million? I said, man, that's a shotgun shack in Houston.
Go ahead. Listen.
So, we are now being priced out of our own community.
Right. Come on. Make it plain.
And pushed out. And we don't know what to do. Well, here's what you do.
Come on. Teach.
Join Mosque 27.
Go ahead.
Follow the economic blueprint of the most honorable
Come on.
Elijah. Pool your resources.
Yes, sir.
Buy up the property, fix it up, rent it or sell it out to your own brother and sister, because you can't stop gentrification if you don't own the dirt. Period. Period. All right. So that's my urban planning thing. Gone. Forget it.
Come on, brother.
My subject for the day, and I got a hard stop, man. I don't know why he did me like that, but I guess I know why.
Bring you back.
Because it makes me disciplined.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Yes, sir.
I got to discipline. I'm going to try to get it over as quickly as I can, brothers and sisters.
Go ahead.
Will you bear with me?
Yes, sir.
I love Brother Abdul Malik and his family. I love this brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I want for my brother what I want for myself. I want you to know that this is a good brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
All what you see up here is what you get.
That's
Right.
right.
I understand.
He's a good brother.
Yes, he is.
And he'll take you up under his wing.
Good heart.
And he will show you the way. The way is a man. And that man is Mr.
Come
Farrakhan.
on.
Bear with me.
Come on.
Sir.
Look, I'm not in, I'm not into personality worship.
Come on.
Believe me, brothers and sisters. I love Mr. Farrakhan, his charisma and all that, but charisma only takes you so far.
Yes,
Teach
sir.
him the God.
It's the man's character.
Yes, sir. Impeccable.
I want to be like him, not part my hair like him, wear cufflinks like him, wear a suit like him. I don't want to just even talk like him and pose my hand like him. I don't want to do all that. What I want to be is mold myself in his character.
Go ahead.
So that in the hour, brothers and sisters, when they come for him,
Go
I
ahead.
want to stand for him like he stood for us.
Yes, sir. Come on. Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when the sun rises in the west, why am I here?
Come on.
Brothers and sisters, when Nipsey Hussle was murdered,
Yes, sir.
and I saw the brothers and sisters of March 27 and beyond come together and give that brother a salute.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And hold that salute for 33 seconds, representing the 33 years of his life.
Yes, sir.
And lay that wreath. See, like you lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Washington, D.C., and you watch the changing of the guard.
Come on. Go ahead. Teach. Go ahead there for a while.
I'm watching the fruit in the MGT. I called brother, at that time, Brother Tony. I said, Tone. I said, tough Tone, man. Yo, man, you know I don't be crying, man. I ain't that kind of brother, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
damn, man, I'm in tears.
Yes, sir.
What y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
I said, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all knocked it out the park, bro. Man, I ain't never seen nothing like that, man.
Go ahead.
Keep strong.
He was like, you know, brother Abdul Haleem, I'll tell you, brother Haleem, I don't know, Allah used us, man. I don't know, we just did what we did. He said, he started describing what was going on, and the sisters fall down on their knees, and the brothers and the gang members said, shit, we got a nation. Oh, shit, we got
Go ahead.
nation.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. That's real.
But a light bulb went off in my head.
Yes, sir. Come on.
What I saw was the sun rising from the west.
I mean.
You have to understand who you are and whose you are, brothers and sisters. You're very special people. This state, this geography, the longitude and the latitude that you exist in, the conditions that you've been put under, this crucible that you've been put in, this heated crucible that now has raised up the trash.
Listen.
So that God can scoop the trash off now and get the treasure. You are gold.
Come on.
In the hands of God.
Come on, brother.
But he's put you through something that only you could take. You're the material out of which God wants to make a whole new people.
Go ahead.
You are the last, you are the farthest western portion of the West.
Go ahead.
And you gotta know your value in the eyes of God.
Come on.
And what I don't want you to get is Nipsey Hussle fatigue.
Go ahead. Teach.
Come on. Push hard.
You said, what do you mean by that?
Push hard.
During Hurricane Katrina 2005,
Come on.
150,000 of our brothers and sisters from New Orleans came and resettled in Houston. We did everything. I mean, white folk, everybody, man. It was a total effort. Federal, state, local, charities, everybody, business, everybody. We did everything we could to resettle them based upon what we saw on their television that was so devastating.
Go
But
ahead.
after a while, people got tired. See, you can't uproot a people like that and then think in 3 months instantly they're gonna be all right. They went through trauma. Some of them were in water up to their chest, man. They lost everything they had, and they're resettling in a whole nother city that is totally different than New Orleans. The life is different. The food is different. The attitude is different. The altitude is different. Everything is different. So we got what was called Katrina fatigue.
Come on.
We got tired of.
Come on. Wake us up.
I'm here pleading with you
Yes, sir.
to not get Nipsey Hussle fatigue.
Teach you good.
Don't let what happened to brother ever get old.
Right. There you go. Go ahead. Say that.
Let envy and jealousy of our brother destroy what God has intended for you. Y'all okay?
Yes, sir.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Allah used Nipsey and you like a pebble that he dropped in a pond.
Teach.
Come on.
And from that pebble in the pond, you looked at the initial pebble going in the pond, but you didn't see the ripple effect.
Come on. Go ahead.
See, Brother Abdul Sayyid told you, Malik Sayyid told you that we had peace rides in Houston. That's because whatever my brother is doing, I believe in best practices.
Go ahead.
Right. Go ahead.
So
Teach.
because of no envy in my heart, I'm gonna show that nigga I can do it better than him. No, brother, what you doing?
Right.
He said, we have peace rides. Peace ride, what's that, man? Tell me about it.
Come on.
Okay, well, we're gonna try to do that back here in Houston, man. I'm gonna do that thing, but I'm gonna do it Houston style. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, what's happening right now is peace is breaking out all across the country.
That's
All
right.
right, Bob.
See, sometimes we're just focused on our hood.
Right.
Because what I've learned is that you literally can't go from block to block without worrying about if somebody gonna kill you because they think you from another neighborhood or another
Think about
city.
that.
Think.
I'm trying to imagine what that life is like, man.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to imagine how many brothers and sisters would want to come to this mosque, but they know they gotta pass through
ahead.
Trey and Hoover territory.
Go ahead.
I'm only calling out them hoods because that's the only two I know right now.
Go ahead. That's all right. Come on.
But if you want to come from almost the other side of town, you got to pass through 4 or 5 different hoods. And if you make it here alive, what's on your mind is, damn, I'm trying to get back, man. Suppose they recognize me and I.
That's real.
Go ahead.
That's real. Yeah.
What kind of life is that?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Think about that.
What does that do to you?
Come on. Right. Traumatize.
So now you can't even have what I'm saying on your mind. Because you think about, damn, can I get home alive from leaving this spot?
Think.
Wear the wrong color. Do the wrong thing. I don't even know what that means. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Look, they gave me a gift. Wait. Y'all laughing. Because some of these brothers was in that life.
That's right.
And some of your sisters are in that life.
That's right.
Me, I don't have so much as a pocket head.
Right.
Hear me when I'm saying. I'm not bragging. I'm only telling you that's what I said.
That's right.
They gave me a gift basket, right, with fruit. I went through the gift basket, they had water in it, fruit, and all that. Then they had they had 2 bow ties in there.
Go ahead.
One was red. I got scared, I said, oh. I thought about wearing it, it was nice too, but I said, shit, man, if I wear that red bow tie, will the people like blue kill me? Oh, man. I looked and there was another bow tie, it was blue. I said, what are they trying to do?
Go ahead.
I made it funny, but the truth of the matter is that if I wasn't FOI, if I wasn't Nation of Islam, I couldn't wear blue in a red area, and if I was wearing red, I couldn't do it in a blue area.
Go ahead.
I thank God for the Nation of Islam. Not just have to wear some neutral colors. There's probably some sect that claims this, oh, he with us. I'm with you all, brother.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you all, sisters, because I'm here to build a nation.
Right.
Yes, sir. That part.
All right. I'm gonna, man, give me 30 minutes. Y'all give me a little bit of time.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
give me-
Go ahead. Take your time, brother.
When the sun rises in the west, see if I can get this thing to do what's right.
Yes,
There
sir.
we
Go
go.
ahead.
Everything I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters, that's the root of it.
That's right.
And what I want you to know is this. What I want you to know is this. Those three men represent for you and I the key to getting out of hell.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Come on.
If you do nothing else, come among us and study with us.
Come on, that part.
Yes, sir.
Learn our lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
Learn what Master Fard Muhammad taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that led to him producing the books called How to Eat to Live.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Understand what it means when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad writes a book that says our Savior has arrived.
Come on.
Come on now.
Not that he's coming, he's arrived.
Come on. Easy for it.
If nobody ever told you anything, thank God that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has a message to the black man in America.
Come on.
Teach.
Come on.
And he's preparing you for the fall of America.
Come on. Bring it.
You have been given mercy.
Yes, sir.
In what God came and gave to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, in the mercy is it that you've been warned.
Come on. Come on.
Now,
On.
there's mercy, but the warning is that if you and I don't heed the call.
Come on. Follow.
I read something in Message of the Black Man that scared me to death.
Come on.
He said that Allah told him, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, to give up all evil and wrongdoing lest he would wipe us from the face of the earth.
Come on.
So black is not going to save us today.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on.
Teach.
Say it again, bro.
Black is not going to save us. Right is what's going to save us. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that in that day,
Come on.
our righteousness will sustain us. Not our money, not our education, not where we live,
That's good.
but our righteousness would sustain us.
Yes, sir.
So we got to get right with God.
That's a
Yes,
fact.
sir. For sure.
That's a fact.
Y'all okay?
Yes, sir. Good teach.
So I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that Master Fard Muhammad, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, understand, brothers and sisters, we don't believe in the Trinity.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
We believe in mathematics.
That's right.
Ah.
After learning mathematics, which is Islam, and Islam is mathematics, it stands true. You can prove it in no limited time.
Go ahead.
So we don't believe in 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3,
No, sir.
and then that 3 equals 1. No, that's against mathematics.
That's right. Come on,
You cannot divide 3 into 1 and have a whole number.
Go ahead.
But what we have here is 1 times 1 times 1.
Teach.
Multiple.
Because when you have 1 times 1 times 1,
Come on.
you only equal 1.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's one mind.
Good man.
And that is the originator of the heaven and the earth, manifesting itself in Master Fard Muhammad.
Go ahead.
Showing up in sinful flesh to condemn sin in the flesh.
Come on.
His father was a black man, his mother was a white man,
Come on.
white woman. Why?
Come on.
So he could give justice to both people.
Come on.
See, because some of you have integrationist thing. If I'm going to heaven, I'm going to heaven, heaven. Everybody talking about heaven, ain't going there, heaven, heaven. So if you're going to heaven, if you don't see no white people in heaven, you say, I'm going to nigger heaven, niggers up here.
Come on. Come on.
If that white man didn't give me a promotion, ain't up here, then that ain't right.
Come on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So he had to give justice to both people.
Go ahead.
You don't even want a God that's all black.
Right.
You would have rejected him when he knocked on your door.
Go ahead.
Get your black. You don't even want somebody black coming through your door on New Year's Day when you're cooking chitlins and black-eyed peas.
Go ahead.
And somebody like me show up, you go, get away from me. You bad luck.
Go ahead, brother.
Come on,
Like
now.
OJ, bad luck, bad luck.
Right.
So,
Teach.
he came in sinful flesh. Not that flesh is sinful,
Come on.
but white supremacy is.
Right.
That part.
See, to think you're better is the words that Satan used, Iblis, but Satan, the devil, used in challenging God.
That's right. That's right.
God gave him a command.
Come on.
He made a man, fashioned him out of black mud, fashioned him into shape, and breathed into him his ruh, his spirit.
Go ahead, now.
And he told the angels, bow down to this man. And all bowed down except for Iblis. And he asked him, what prevented you
on.
from bowing down when I commanded thee. He said, I am better. White supremacy says, I am better. So the sin is thinking that you're better because of the color of your skin, but it's also a converse sin to think you're worse because of the color of your skin. It made you hate what you are. So you don't want to suffer from colorism.
Come on.
You want to bleach your skin. You want to be light skinned. You want your hair to look like that, like Susie and them.
Come on, that's right.
What the hell? Well, I love the sisters, man, getting they dread, getting they all that. We can't look up on your headpieces, but we know, sister, we hope that you're going au natural. Because put all them chemicals in your head, it's going in your membranes, it's going into your brain, all that. Try dye laid to the side. And then you try to weave it to achieve it. Sew it to grow it. And then what happened? You wind up going bald because you're weaving all that stuff in. And when we pull that stuff out, you be looking like Brother Larry back there. You be all bald-headed. Damn, man. Man, she took a headpiece off. Bald-headed.
Good.
Come on, sister, all that fake. Go on, black woman.
Come on.
Good.
You know who you are? You're the mother of civilization, sister. Ain't nothing like you. Nowhere in the universe.
Good. Good.
I done blown my whole lecture. Let me go where Allah take us.
You all right? You all right?
You know who you are? No, seriously. Look, sister, this ain't no line, man. I'm not the Mac trying, yeah, baby. I ain't trying to Mac on you. I'm your brother. And what I realized from the teachings of Honorable Elijah, again, the teaching of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, this ain't from the Mac, this ain't the players ball, and they none of that. I ain't learned this from Dolomite or Petey Wheatstraw, Pip and Sam, none of them.
No.
God created himself out of triple darkness. He was a cell. He was an atom in space. And the consciousness cracked and sparkled in space, and he began moving in motion, created motion. The first order of the universe was motion. The second was order. And out of that, he began rotating in the womb of space. And out of that, then he began to create brains so he could have thought. And out of that thought, brothers and sisters, so teaching Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he began to form brain cells. Because the first thing that formed was his head. And out of that head, then he began to push out a trunk, and then out of that arms and legs and the rest of him. It was painful.
Go ahead.
So what did he do? What did God do in the womb of space? He is Al-Sabir. He is the patient. It took him 6 trillion years of studying himself to bring himself into existence. Out of that pain, out of the blackness of space, he needed comfort. So he studied himself, went into himself, pulled out the best of himself. And I know what he needed. He needed you.
That's right.
You are the first order of creation. You are God's second self. Not sun, not moon, not stars, but the black woman. The black woman. You are beneficence and mercy embodied in a human being. You, sister. Nobody make us want to kill a brick.
No, sir.
Choke a stick or drown a glass of water like the black woman.
That's right.
Damn, sister. Come on. If you knew your real power, it's not between your legs.
That's right.
Your real power is the heart. And the vibratory sound that comes out of your mouth. And when you talk to me, and if you say, Abdul Haleem, I react a certain kind of way. When you say, Abdul Haleem.
Put the butter on the brother. Butter on the brother. Say it, brother. Go ahead. Teach it good.
I ain't got past the first time.
You all right?
Real good, brother. Teach it good.
Black man.
Yes, sir.
Black man.
Yes, sir.
You God is a man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You looked over there lately? Just take a quick peek and then look back.
Yes,
Take a quick peek. Look, right quick. All right,
Yes,
look
sir.
back.
Yes, sir. That quick.
You have to know that God is black if you look at what he created.
Come on now.
That part.
That's a fact.
You know doggone well
Come on.
that the human eye is made to follow motion.
You know that.
Come on.
And when
I'll be doggone.
Floyd, when that black woman get to moving,
Come on.
especially when you ain't got that foundation, you ain't got all that stuff tucked in, sisters. I don't give a
Go ahead.
damn. I got this whole, in the Holy Quran, this sister going, Surah.
Go ahead, brother.
You own it.
You own it.
And the Lord said in Genesis, the 5th chapter, the 10th, yeah.
Right? That's good. That's right.
Come on now.
All right.
Great. Teach you good.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Come on.
But everything I said, I mean, sister.
Yes, sir. Come on, brother.
It's Mr. Farrakhan that has taught me your value.
Come on. Come on.
And I wish that you would come among our sisters. Just be with them.
Come on.
Hang with them. Let them help you to be better. And guess what? You were born to help them be better.
That's right.
If we don't have a fair exchange of knowledge,
Come on. Come on. Yes,
huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
A fair exchange of knowledge, sister. You have a life. You have value. Every one of you, brothers and sisters, are individual miracle created by God.
That's right.
Every
Come
one
on,
of you.
brother.
Every one of
Come
us
on.
was a sperm.
That's right.
That's all we were. We were worthless water.
Come on.
Sperm.
Think about it.
Emitted from our Father. And what happened? It went into that. So here is a billion sperm swimming
Come on.
against the acidity of the womb, swimming against gravity, swimming against your body, rejecting that sperm because it was foreign to you.
Go
Teach you
ahead.
to
Go
look
ahead.
out. Teach you to
And
look out.
yet that one sperm out of a billion made it to the egg.
Think about
Outswam 999,999 other sperm for you and I to be here.
it. That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
Think about the odds. The odds are better for you to type the Bible and Holy Quran backwards with one finger blindfolded, not making a mistake, than being born.
Think about it.
Go ahead.
So nobody here is a mistake.
That's right.
And everything, black man, that you and I thought we were to be when we were younger,
Come on. Yes,
those
sir.
ideas, those things that people said, nigga, you crazy to think that you could be an airplane pilot, you could be this, you could be that.
Right.
So what did you settle for?
Come on.
You settled for what the world told you you could do,
Come on.
instead of doing what you knew you were born to do.
Go ahead.
And because you and I are not doing what we're born to do, we're frustrated.
Go ahead.
Without a vision, the people perish.
That's right.
You have a vision in your head. You know who you are. You see yourself shooting that jumper, that three-pointer, winning the game. You
Good.
see yourself running that final touchdown to win the game.
Go ahead.
You see yourself winning the chess match. You see yourself inventing something that makes you a millionaire and a billionaire. You see yourself doing
Good.
something great. You see yourself doing it, but the world has told you nothing, nigga. You can't do it. You ain't never been nothing. You're never gonna be nothing.
Good.
Stay your ass in the hood. Don't you go past that street. Otherwise, they're gonna
Good.
kill you. You ain't failed school. You ain't got a job. You ain't got nothing. But God had another answer for you.
Go ahead.
He found in the very first question of our student enrollment.
Come on.
Who is the original man?
Man. Come
The
on.
original man is the Asiatic black man. The maker, the owner, the creator, God of the universe.
Go ahead.
You ain't no God over no hood.
Come on. Say
You
that.
not a God over a city.
Come on.
Not a state.
Come on.
No continent can define who you are. All due respect to Africa.
Come on.
The whole earth belongs to you.
Yes, sir.
And beyond the earth, the whole damn universe.
Come on.
Hey, everybody looking at their watches, man, we gotta go to Peace Ride, man. Hey, that's the first line.
Nah, you own it, brother. Go ahead.
What makes us different than all the other Muslims?
Come on. Come
We
on.
pray 5 times a day.
Yes, sir.
I do my prayers in Arabic.
Come on.
We fasted 30 days during Ramadan.
Come on.
Now the Louis Farrakhan's delegation went to Mecca. Don't give me that Malcolm went to Mecca. He saw the real Islam. Get out of here.
Right.
Go ahead. Wake him up.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Come on.
Brothers and sisters, this is Master Father Muhammad giving instruction to his laborers. Right. You all get busy and help arise the dead nation and place them on top of civilization. My dearest desire, superlative degree, dearest desire, is to give everyone his or her own. I don't want importance among officials nor the laborers. Do not do other than yourself. Do not take on mixed instruction other than our assignment. Some of us get busy out in the world and you know, I'm helping the nation. You ain't helping the nation, you're helping yourself, and that's good.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But don't say you helping us when you help. Come on. What's our assignment? What's our assignment?
Come on.
Our assignment is the resurrection of the dead.
It's a fact.
That is our assignment.
Go ahead.
Anything other than that is mixed instruction.
Come on. Come on. That's right.
That ain't spiritual resurrection. You ain't gonna meet no more spiritual people than black people.
Right.
If we become Hebrew Israelites, we out Hebrew the Jews, the white Jews. We become Muslim, we out Muslim the Muslim.
Go ahead.
Y'all ain't hearing me. We become Christian, you can't out Christian a black Christian. And now that black people joining Mormons, you can't out Mormon the black Mormon.
Hey, that's a fact.
Everything we get, hey, we take it, we cream with a planet Earth.
Go ahead. Add it up.
13th instruction.
Come on.
Big fields are waiting for the wide awake man and woman to work out. Arise the dead by the thousands. The dead nation must arise, for the time is at hand.
Come on.
Look in your poison book. Work cheerfully and fear not. You are the righteous, the best, the powerful.
Go ahead.
Man, who talks to you like that?
Come on. Come on.
You's a sinner in need of the blood of the... Yeah. But the blood of Jesus is not what happened on the cross, per se. No. The blood of Jesus, Mr. Farrakhan teaches us, is the life that he led.
Go ahead.
The bread that he gave his disciples was the word, the teaching that he gave them. He gave each one of his disciples a piece of the teaching. You've heard Minister Abdul, Malik, Sayyid. Now you're hearing from brother student Minister Abdul, Haleem. He's giving me a piece. He's giving him a piece. He's giving other ones a piece. So that in the time when the master is no longer among us, the disciples will have to come together to put together a loaf to feed the flock.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm trying to get through this. Now, Honorable Elijah Muhammad and our Savior's arrived. He Allah makes all things new. Allah God will take the living material, the so-called Negro, the black man, up from the slavery of 400 years. Here in America is the people out of whom Allah God wants to build a new heaven and a new earth, or we say a new people and a new government.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what you're being invited to. This ain't to join no religion.
That's right.
It's to build a new world.
Teach.
Don't you want to be in the new world? Sisters and brothers, you getting ready to come up on the 4th of July. 4th of July.
Go ahead.
They declared, they made a declaration of independence.
Come on.
And then that was in 1776. Then in 1787, from May 25th to September 17th, 55 white male property owners were invited to this meeting. 39 of them wound up staying through it and signed this document called the Constitution of the United States. They locked themselves in a room in Philadelphia and came up with a new government.
Go ahead.
It's true.
What do you think we're doing here?
Come on.
We're preparing you to govern your own affairs. To all the warriors, gangbangers and ex-gangbangers and whatever, military, ex-military, all of you, understand that your whole life experience is to prepare you now, to prepare a generation now for us to go and be an independent people. God made his appearance July 4th, 1930 to declare our independence. He gave us our flag. The sun, the moon, the stars, the best of his creation he's given to you. So let us rise, ye Muslim, fight for your own. Nothing of value ever comes unless it's preceded by bloodshed.
Go ahead. Come on.
Nipsey Hussle's death is not in vain. The 25,000 mothers and fathers who have lost children through gang-related violence, their deaths are not in vain.
No, sir.
But their blood is crying out from the ground.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Come on.
An unborn generation that God is calling into existence through your womb, sister, is asking, why would you bring me into a world that I have to fight and struggle on the level that you fought and struggled on? What are you going to do to move the ball further so I may take it up and take that baton and take it to the finish line? What are we going to do today? Is the question. Raise the dead by the thousand. No leader but Farrakhan.
Yes.
Go ahead. For 1 million men and nearly 2 million showed up.
Right.
But the Holy Quran warns us, brothers and sisters.
Come on.
110th surah. When Allah's help and victory comes. And I see men entering the religion of Allah in companies. Celebrate the praise of our Lord and ask His protection. Surely He is ever returning to mercy. When Allah's help and victory comes. We raised an army. There's a brother back there wearing a USMC shirt, United States Marine Corps.
Come on, hoorah.
He'll tell you straight up, hoorah, brother.
Yes, sir.
He'll tell you straight up.
That's right.
If you took 1 million or 2 million men into somebody's capital, you've just taken over.
Right.
Come on. That's right.
Think about it. Come
Listen
on.
to me. On that day, the President of the United States went to my state, Texas, and gave a punk speech on race, Bill Clinton. Listen to me.
Think about
The Congress was closed on that day. That day, Mr. Farrakhan was the Speaker
it.
of
Got
the
out
House.
of time. Go ahead.
Listen to me.
Break it down.
The Senate was closed on that day.
Right.
We were the majority in the city of
Come
Washington,
on.
D.C. So
Take
Mr.
over.
Farrakhan was the Senate majority leader.
Go ahead.
The Supreme Court was closed on that day.
Come on.
On that day, Mr. Farrakhan represented the Chief Justice
Go ahead.
of the Supreme Court on that day. Come on now.
This is a fact. This all facts.
He presided over the Million Man March. He was the president on that day.
That's it.
For 16 hours, we occupied Washington, D.C.
Fact. Yes, sir.
Now, what in the eyes of our oppressor did he see?
Go ahead.
First of all, he began with propaganda by saying there wasn't no nearly 2 million men there. Only 400,000 was there. He started with mind manipulation and psychological ops.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't believe, do you believe me or your lying eyes?
Go ahead now.
You didn't accomplish it. We told you not to come.
That's right.
And you came anyway.
Ah.
So we can't let you claim that the 1 million men were there because that meant you were victorious over our wishes.
Go ahead.
How dare you disobey your slave, master?
That's right. That's right. That's
Y'all
right.
ain't, y'all.
Now go ahead. You on.
But brothers,
Yes, sir.
brothers,
Yes, sir.
brothers,
Yes, sir.
we were so busy putting on the Million Man March to live.
Go ahead.
We were so busy putting it on.
Come on.
We did not participate in the atonement, reconciliation, and responsibility.
Go ahead. Come on. Come on.
That part.
See, as Muslims, we're good at putting on events.
Go ahead.
But sometimes we miss the substance of the event.
Come on now.
That day was for atonement, reconciliation, and responsibility. We get credit with God for what we did.
Go ahead.
But if we didn't learn the 8 steps of atonement, what happened?
Come on.
Look at what happened when you get back. There were Bloods and Crips on that stage. There were gangster disciples, 4-corner hustlers.
Go ahead. Go
Huh?
ahead.
There were Rookins. Huh? There was all kind of gangs, east, west, north, south. They was all on that stage together.
right.
But what happened when the OGs went back home?
Local organizing.
See, and what didn't we do? We didn't participate in the atonement. So we had differences among us. And when we got back, the enemy sowed seeds among us
Go ahead.
and sought to destroy the Nation of Islam because they knew
Come on. Come on.
that what they saw was a threat to their national security.
Fact.
Y'all ain't hearing me?
Go ahead.
So because we did not atone, the enemy sent in his agents.
Think about it.
And
Think
I'm
about
telling you right now, brothers and sisters, this is a book from the prior to 75. It's called Nation of Islam, FBI file.
it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know this enemy knew our teachings better than we did? Come on.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Come on. Come
He
on.
got the fight song in here.
Teach.
He's got the lessons in here.
Come on.
He's got the teachings, the problem book in here.
Come on.
He's got our hierarchy in here.
Come on.
He's got who the leader is, who the next leader is. He's got the local leadership in here. He's got everything about us. He studied us like you study a lab rat.
Come on.
So he knew how to destroy the nation, but what he realized was he could not destroy the nation as long as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was among us.
Go ahead.
So he had to wait and then turn the nation of Islam away from what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us so that he could destroy it.
Come on. Come on.
Well, don't think that they ain't got the same playbook today.
Teach.
They think that when Minister Farrakhan goes to our Father on the wheel,
Go ahead.
you heard what I said? On the wheel. You say, y'all niggas believe in a spaceship? You doggone right. The white man does. The white man back witness. They're forced to now. Their pilots have seen the wheel.
Right now. Right now.
And made them come before Congress and testify that they've been seeing these wheels and it's above top secret.
Come on.
They're not from outer space. This ain't alien. This ain't some big old lizard thing crawling. Come on now. These are black men running these ships. Wait a minute. The Caucasian would rather say that spacemen built the pyramids. Everywhere he went around the planet, he found pyramids. Huh?
Everywhere.
Everywhere he went, Stonehenge, everywhere he went, he found evidence that we had been there. You know how y'all tag us, but you know gangsters, they tag us.
Go ahead. It's our nature. Come
The
on.
white man, he discovered, Columbus discovered. He ain't discovered nothing. We've already been here.
Go ahead.
Cortez with his raggedy behind stepped off in Mexico. I claim this for the Catholic Majesty. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. The Indians were looking at him. What's wrong with this crap?
Go ahead. Stay pale.
We discovered you. What the hell, man? What are you talking about, man? I went down there, the Aztecs and the Mayans, they had a 25,000-year calendar. They had a civilization. They had all of that by the time the white man got there.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You seem to forget.
Come on.
The white man 500 years ago thought the world was flat.
Think about it. Think.
He thought that if he sailed east, he would fall off the end of the wing. That's what he thought. He's just coming up out of the caves and hillsides of Europe.
Go ahead.
Huh? Think about it. We gave him civilization. We brought him out of the dark ages
Go
after
ahead.
the fall of Rome.
Yes, sir.
The black man did. Muslim did. He said, I don't like Muslims. I don't like, well, damn it, stop using the Arabic number system.
Go ahead. Teach.
Oh, okay. I thought he was telling me. I thought he was coming with the hook.
Say it, man.
Y'all okay?
Yes, sir.
Got a few more minutes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Doing good, bro.
I seen a brother in the audience, man. We grew up together. I'm like his big brother, man.
Go ahead.
He's from the Bethune family. Mary McLeod Bethune.
wow, yeah.
We grew up together after I got run out of New York City. We lived in a place called Whitesboro, New Jersey.
Come on.
It's named after George White, which was the last post-Reconstruction congressman that left Congress. He bought some land up in New Jersey, and it was a all-black, little black settlement. And I thank our brother Floyd. Thank you for coming out and honoring me. That's family there.
Yes, sir.
His mama raised me.
Yes, sir.
That's somebody. All right, come on, y'all. Now, y'all okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna try to do this in rapid time, but I want you to pay attention. Everybody take a deep breath.
All right.
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
If
sir.
you hear me, clap once. If you hear me, clap twice. All right, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Now, you got to understand why the sun is right. When I said when the sun rises from the west, Nipsey Hussle was killed, right?
Yes, sir.
And because of that and what you all did, see, let me go back to this. The enemy, after Million Man March, has literally destroyed the Nation of Islam.
Come on. Come on. Think.
But he couldn't because God is the one that's backing this thing.
Ah.
Yes, sir. Come on, brother.
God used you
Bring it out.
to resurrect the Nation of Islam from its sleep.
Come on.
God used, it wasn't you. God used you and Los Angeles and California and those of you refugees that left the South to come out here in the West.
Go ahead.
God used you
Come on.
to put us before the whole world once again.
Yes, sir.
When I saw this video, I saw the sun rising from the west. Vice versa in itself.
Go ahead.
The sun neither rises nor sets.
No, sir.
The earth is spinning at 1,037 third miles per hour.
Come on.
That's what gives you your day and your night.
That's right.
The sun don't rise and set. It is moving because God is really the center of the universe.
That's right.
But the sun represents God
That's right.
Come on now.
as being a father over the 9 planets. Y'all all right?
Come on.
All right. When y'all did this demonstration, it went before the whole world.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It was absolutely nothing that Brother Abdul, Sayyid, Malik, Sayyid told me could equal the experience I got from just watching it.
Go ahead. Go
Of
ahead.
course, he gave me the 411, the 911, and all that behind it. I like that concept. You know, you like to hook up. You like to know what happened.
Right.
But man, the way it impacted me,
Yes, sir.
I said, whoa. I said, brother, when I got him on the phone, he'll tell you. I said, brother, I got to come out there. I got to come.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got to watch the sun rise from the west.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I got to be there.
Yes, sir.
So, because of what you've been doing,
Come on.
peace is breaking out all over the country.
Right. Go ahead.
Hear me. This condition that you're in here is temporary.
Teach.
You will have this whole block.
Come on.
And when they ride up this street, Vermont,
Come on.
and they get to a spot where they can see you,
Come on.
and what God is going to bless you to do on both sides of the street,
Teach.
they're going to say, who's that?
Right.
And they're going to whisper your name. They say, that's the Muslims.
Right.
And some young shooter, some young gangbanger, he gonna say, man, I'm going down there and hit a lick, man. That store look like they make a lot of money. They gonna say, no, brother, you don't wanna do that.
Right. Not them.
Not them.
Go ahead.
Not them. And they got some fine women down there.
Sir. No, sir.
Not them.
Come on.
We need a place. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we need to build swimming pools for our women.
Go ahead.
You think they're gonna swim in them garments, man?
No, sir.
Come on, bro. They gotta put on a 2-piece or 1-piece or something.
Teach.
Come on. That's right.
Huh? This ain't Popeye's chicken. They gotta put on something.
Yes, sir.
What happens if your baby falls into the pool?
Teach.
She gonna drown trying to save your child if you ain't there? They have to learn how to swim.
That's right. That's right.
They should be able to lay out in the sun without men's gawking eyes looking at them.
That's real. That's real.
Our babies need to be able to walk down the street.
Go ahead.
Our daughters should be able to walk down the street
Go ahead.
without the fear of getting snatched.
ahead.
We need our own gated community.
Teach.
Y'all ain't hearing me?
Go ahead.
So he comes up, Junebug comes up and say, and he pulls up at our guard shack.
That's right.
Come on.
And brother says, can I help you? See, I'm here to see Aisha.
No, sir.
Okay, let me call her father.
Right.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, okay. Brother Abdul Malik? There's a brother here. What's your name, brother? Junebug? Jerry. Jerry here to see your daughter Aisha.
Put it reverse.
Oh, she's not having company today?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, brother. Go right to this U-turn, turn around.
That's right.
Wait like that. Wait like that. Go ahead.
Jesus.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a restaurant you don't have to ask what's in there?
Right. Teach. Go ahead.
You don't have to drive the damn waitress crazy. What did you make that? What did you cook that day? She said, I don't like this. Sometimes I like going to buffet with you, but I don't like ordering up the menu with y'all. I'm afraid of what you do to that waitress and go back in that kitchen. I hate people at table. Make me sick. They ask me everything. What's in the bread? What's in the cake? What's in the cabbage? What kind of meat is that? I'm like, I'll go to a buffet with y'all. Peace is breaking out all across the country.
Oh, yes, sir.
Not only in Houston, now Dallas is going to have a peace ride on the 29th because the string of killings is out. It's huge. In Fort Worth, the sets of Bloods and Crips in Fort Worth that come together and done peace. Peace is breaking out all across the why. When I worked for Xerox, yeah, I'm one of them. I was one corporate Negro sister.
Go ahead.
Working man.
I'm working man.
That's right.
But I worked for Xerox, and what they taught us in training was that if they wanted to test the machine, they would test it in California.
Come on.
And if it proved in California, they would take it across the country.
Come on.
Don't you know why they took Mr. Farrakhan off of social media?
Come on.
See, when he came to Nipsey Hussle's memorial service, there millions of people saw that. Don't you know why they are at wit's end? Because that thing that y'all did,
Come on. Teach.
that right there,
Yes, sir.
had millions and millions and millions and millions of hits.
Go ahead.
It went places you don't even know.
Go ahead.
You put us on Front Street.
Go ahead.
Y'all ain't hear me? I'm coming from Texas.
Come on.
Not Alabama with a banjo on my knee, but I'm coming from Texas.
Teach.
The Lone Star State. Come
Come
on.
on.
To tell you, California, LA, Mosque 27, thank you for putting us back on the map. We are now front row, top shelf. Front row, top shelf. Because of you. And that's why I'm here. I saw the sun.
Go ahead.
Rising from the west. When the sun rises from the west, President says, oh, let me go back. Okay, all right, I promise I'm almost finished. Here's a hadith. By the time, surely man is in loss, except those who believe and do good. Okay, and exhort one another to pray, to truth and exhort one another to patience. This hadith of Prophet Muhammad said is narrated by an authority of Abu Hurairah that the messenger of Allah, may peace be upon him, said, the last hour shall not come till the sun rises from the place of its setting.
Come on.
And on the day when it rises from the place of its setting, even if all the people together affirm their faith, it would not be of any avail to one who did not believe previously and derive no good out of his belief. Exhort one another to truth. Brothers and sisters, it's getting late in the hour.
Come on.
Why I'm talking about joining and doing all this is because it's late in the hour. You ain't got time to think about it. You need to act on it now because what you did is a sign of the last day. Mr. Farrakhan is about to depart.
Come on, think about it.
You and what you did called God out of hiding.
Go ahead.
You didn't hear me. Our slavery and our suffering condition caused God to come out of hiding. That's why we are the first women in 66 trillion years to know the person and reality of God.
Go ahead.
He's come out of hiding because of our suffering. But God now dwells in a man, Minister Farrakhan. I'm not saying he's the supreme being, but here's a young God that's developing in our midst. And the thing about it is not exclusive to him.
Go ahead.
He has shown us through his self-improvement study, guys, how you and I, if we'll follow his way, that we can be the same way because God has taken him through the footsteps of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, made the Honorable Elijah Muhammad a God. Now he's making Farrakhan a God, and now through them, all of them, he's making a nation of God. Don't you see? Holy Quran says to Moses to Aaron, he said, my brother Aaron, he is more eloquent in speech than I, so send him with me as a helper to confirm me. And he says, I fear that they would reject me. He said, this is God speaking, we will strengthen thy arm with thy brother and will give both an authority so that they shall not reach you. With our signs, you two and those who follow you will triumph.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know you're concentrating on the Moses and Aaron part, but you're missing the last part of that. It says our son, it says you too, and those who follow you will triumph.
Come on. Come on.
You and me.
Yes, sir. He said,
Y'all ain't getting it. Some of y'all been in the church too damn long. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
John 14 and 12. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Go home and read it. Red letter. I ain't making this up.
red letter.
It's in red letters. Jesus said it. It's in red letter. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth in me, the works that I do, he shall do also.
That's what it said.
All right, didn't stop there.
Come
Go
on.
ahead.
And greater works shall he do, because I go unto the Father.
Teach.
Farrakhan's going unto the Father.
Go ahead.
Our power cannot be released as long as that star is among us, because you can't see the stars, because the greater star is here. But when that star sets, you will then look in the night. There'll be blackness. You'll be afraid, and then you'll see. Oh, wait a minute. There's some other stars. And those stars are justice, and they justify your belief in the sun returning again. It will return again. Oh, come on, y'all. You're a star. Sly Stone said everybody is a star. I can feel it when you shine on me. Shine on, stars. All right, I'm almost there. We about to go.
Wait, brother.
Go ahead.
There it is.
There he is.
There it is.
There he is. Come on now. Peter's confession. Farrakhan. It was to this brother Jabril. He says, it was shortly after the very significant speech that the minister Farrakhan gave in Atlanta, Georgia, that the early fall of 1970, that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, for the third time, told minister of his great value to him. And he also said, as Allah made me to take his place among the people, I am making you to take my place. Now, I want you to pay attention to this great value. In this speech, the third time, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, brother, you're more valuable to me than all the wealth that's in the earth. He said, because the wealth of the earth I found when I was here, and the wealth of the earth will be here when I'm gone. He said, but through you, I will get all my people. Minister Farrakhan is so unique, he has a certain value of all the wealth in the earth. But why? What gives him value? Him giving him value is you.
Go ahead.
Because through him, he'll get you.
Teach it.
Then what are you? You ain't chopped liver.
Come on.
That's my point. So when you all slaughter one another, you're going against the purpose of God.
Go ahead.
And you and I will incur the wrath of God if we keep killing one another. That's why we have to stop.
Yes, sir.
You can't complain about one white cop shooting down one brother while we're slaughtering each other in the street. God is going to punish us all if we don't stop the killing and make the peace.
Go ahead.
All right.
That's right.
That's strong, man.
That's strong, man. When you need a strong black man.
Go ahead.
All right. Holy Quran again. And we appointed for Moses 30 nights and completed them with 10. So the appointed time of his Lord was complete, 40 nights. And Moses said to his brother Aaron, take my place among my people and act well and follow not the way of the mischief makers. I can't find a man more faithful to his teacher than the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Go ahead.
Everything he says is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad this, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that. And I pray Allah will make me such a man where Minister Farrakhan will be all up in me.
Go ahead.
So when I think a thought, I said, well, what would Farrakhan do?
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
Let me not be so quick to judge and condemn.
Right.
Let me walk with my brother and sister long enough so that they will see
Yes, sir.
the error of their ways if they made it, or maybe hell, I'll see the error of my ways.
Come on, come on.
Maybe in them what they did to me was so that I won't make a mistake in the future. God uses people in that way, you know.
Reflection.
Because some of us are sandpaper.
That's right.
Come on.
Others of us are wood. Which one would you rather be? Okay, here we go. Mr. Farrakhan said, I am a young God.
Yes, he is.
Go ahead.
He's growing up in the classroom of God. Wait a minute. In the classroom of God.
Teach.
Well, if he's in the classroom and he's the head student
Come on.
of the master teacher,
Come on.
and he's left in charge of the classroom while the teacher is physically absent,
Add it up.
then what is he trying to tell you? I'm a young God. in this classroom. And guess what? Psalms 85 says, ye are all God's children of the Most High God. You too can be of God. And then the Quran says again, and my brother Aaron, he is more eloquent in speech. So send him with me as a helper to confirm me. Surely I feared that they would reject me. He said, we will strengthen our arm with our brother. And again, I underline that with our signs, you two and those who follow you will triumph.
Will.
Sometimes it's so nice you got to do it twice.
Yes, sir. That's right.
All right. Now, brothers and sisters, there's been record-breaking devastation.
Yes, it has.
Farrakhan told us long ago, watch the weather.
Go ahead. Go
Watch
ahead.
the weather. I walked with this man. Let me tell you this one story and then we're going to get up out of here.
Go ahead.
July, we were at a laborers meeting in Chicago. And Minister Farrakhan, they had planned a family conference. And it was supposed to be in Houston, Texas. That August, 2017. Hear me now. I want you to pay close attention. I'm a witness bearer, Farrakhan.
Yes,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm on the witness stand right now.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Farrakhan said, he was sitting down, he looked down the table at me and he said, he said, I'm not coming back to Texas. Said the messenger said that there's somebody down there who wants to kill me. The messenger told me he didn't want me down in Texas. I'm not going back to Texas, but I got my brother down there, he can handle it. I'm looking like, but you know something, sister and brother, I'm no way scared because I got 3 back in me.
Go ahead.
That's right. 3 back in me.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm like a triple threat.
That's
3
right.
back in me. So he says, I'm not coming back to Texas. So they moved the family conference to Atlanta. The same weekend,
Come on.
the Omegas honored Minister Farrakhan, and the same weekend of the family conference where he spoke was the same weekend Hurricane Harvey hit Houston.
Go ahead. Teach.
God guides that man.
Come on.
That hurricane hit. Sister and brother, listen to me. I'm telling you, I saw God.
Come on.
You seen Master Father Muhammad? I know. I saw God. What is God? God is force and power.
Come on. Come on.
When you see 33 trillion gallons of water
Come on.
with a T, 51 inches of rain over 3.5 days. When you see a Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane make landfall, go back out in the Gulf, collect itself, go back in on Houston and stay over Houston for 3.5 days, then pull back out, then hit southwest Louisiana and southeast Texas, made landfall 3 times.
Come on.
Number 3, that man
Come on.
is tied,
Yes, sir.
to the very forces of nature.
That's right. Go ahead. Go
One
ahead.
other bear witness to you. We were in Jackson, Mississippi. And the stepson of one of our student ministers at the time, Brother Charles, in Jackson, Mississippi, was found dead in his cell, and he was a string of black men that had been, we believe, lynched.
Go ahead.
Mr. Farrakhan went down there and spoke. And he told them, right out of the Bible, he said, you preachers can pray for your enemy if you want to. I pray that my God will kill them.
Go ahead. That's right.
Go ahead. Come on.
And no sooner, listen to me well, no sooner, we went up to the suite that night. And he said to me, he said, brother, how did you get here? I said, we drove, mister. We drove up from Houston. He said, no, brother. He said, you fly back. You too valuable to me. I said, yes, sir, brother minister. He said, I'll pay for it out the number 2 port. Of course, I said, yes, sir, but I didn't take a dime from him. We raised the money myself. I flew back on a plane. I wish I'd have drove. Flying back on a plane from Mississippi, a storm was coming from the Gulf. That plane was going like this. My stomach was up in my throat.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
It rained in Mississippi for 40 days and 40 nights after that.
Go ahead.
And the first levee that broke was the one in that county where that brother was hung.
Go ahead.
Last point. 1985, we're at the Kennedy Center. Mr. Farrakhan gives a speech. And he's told, Reagan told him, stay away from Libya. He said, I'm going to Libya. And I'm going to tell you something, white folk. The scripture said, touch not his anointed, do him no harm. He said, and to prove that God backs me, within 30 days, God will show you through the forces of nature that he backs me.
Go ahead.
It wasn't 28, it wasn't 27, it wasn't 31, it wasn't 32. On the 30th day that Minister Farrakhan had gave that speech and went overseas and dared Reagan to arrest him,
Go ahead.
tornadoes broke out in the middle of the country.
Come on.
On the 30th day.
Jeez.
Brothers and sisters, record tornadoes. In 30 days, 500 tornadoes hit. That's right. God don't fight fair.
Come on.
God fights with the forces of nature. Your God fights with forces in nature. He said he will destroy nations over you. That's your value.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm appealing to you in Los Angeles to get with this mighty mosque number 27.
Yes, sir.
Get amongst them, study them, join the ranks. If you don't join the ranks, come and study, improve your life. Choose life over death. And brothers and sisters, be that shining star in the west, because as the sun is rising from the west, the light is going out in the east.
Come on, that's right.
And they're getting ready to have a bloody war with it.
No, that's right.
That's going to cleanse that area where we used to inhabit.
Come on, that's right. That's right.
So, the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says, it's narrated on the authority of Abu Hurairah that the messenger of Allah, may peace be upon him, said Islam initiated as something strange and would revert to its old position of being strange, so good tidings for the stranger. See, they say, y'all ain't real Muslims.
Come on.
Because our focus is on first teaching you to accept your own and be yourself, so that you won't accept Islam and try to be no black Arab.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We want you to have your own unique dress system. When I traveled to Turkey, when I traveled to Africa, when I went into the world and I saw Muslim women from all countries, ain't nothing like the MGT. Nothing like it. No. Ain't nothing like you. Nowhere. Strange the way we're taught with our supreme wisdom, the way we do this. Why are we all sitting on the floor and whatnot? And I'm talking in Brooklyn Arabic.
Go ahead.
Alhamdulillah, brother. You know, I'm not trying to fake you out, man.
Go ahead.
I know I make my prayers in Arabic, but my Arabic is not what it should be.
Go ahead.
But that don't mean our children won't learn it. They won't be masters of it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We have to teach you in this way and then bring you to Islam so that you keep your own focus and your own sin on who you are, so that you don't be like a Negro taking up karate and then become Bruce Leroy.
Go ahead.
We're creating a government and an army.
Go ahead.
That's right.
But y'all ain't real Muslim. Well, go tell the king of Saudi Arabia.
Go ahead.
He welcomed the Honorable Farrakhan, put his foot in Mecca, Medina, treating him like he is a head of state.
Go
But
ahead.
Farrakhan's the last man standing, y'all. He's the last man standing. You ain't got another old, uncompromised, unbossed leader like you got on the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He is yours. He's the embodiment of Abdul. He's the embodiment of Moses Garvey. He's the embodiment of Martin Luther King. He's the embodiment of W.B. Du Bois. He's all of them wrapped up in one. He never said he's better than all of them. But he says the one thing that is, he's on time. Farrakhan is on time. And because he's on time, now it's our time.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So what are we going to do?
Be on time with it.
Be on time with him.
That's right.
So when he goes back to the Father, or when they come to arrest him,
Come on, be grateful.
will we betray him like Judas? Will we deny him like Peter?
Come on.
Will we abandon him like the apostles?
Come on.
Or will we be like those faithful women?
Come on.
And that one faithful apostle, John, call me John on that day. I want to be like those women on that day. Yeah, that's right. I ain't no punk in me, brother.
That's right.
Go ahead.
You understand? I got 4 sons.
Go ahead, son.
Like Fatback Band says, I like the girls.
That's right. That's right.
I got
Natural man.
I ain't against pride, you know, but
Natural man.
I don't know if any of us are that way. I'm not condemning that because who am I to condemn
Go
that?
ahead.
That's right. Come on, Chief.
And I'm trying to clean my nasty behind.
That's
up.
right.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to qualify for the hereafter. I ain't putting nobody's sins down.
That's right.
Huh?
That's
I'm trying to put mine down.
That's
Wow.
But Minister Farrakhan was received like a head of state. They took care of him, all that. So get that old Malcolm went over there and saw the real Islam. And well, what did Farrakhan say?
Go ahead. They saw him.
They saw him.
Go ahead.
Why did the king of Saudi Arabia? Do you think that they don't have people that can check you out, everything he's ever written and said and done?
Everything.
Then why did they give them visas and allow them to go over to Mecca and stay in the clock tower which oversees the Kaaba?
Come on, brother.
Do you see this? Do you see this right here?
Come on.
Mr.
Come on.
Farrakhan, the king put him in the best room that they got in the hotel, and he's looking at the Kaaba.
Go ahead.
Come on, y'all. I know real Muslims, yes we are, and 10,000 of us are going over there. So don't you want to be in that number? Yes, sir. When them saints go marching in? Yes, well then you gotta come on, stand up, clean up,
That's right.
straighten up, and join up
Go ahead.
with your nation of Islam, brothers and sisters. So accept your own and be yourself.
Yes, sir.
And don't be selfish, LA. I'm telling you, I'm showing you big love and big props.
Go ahead.
But you got to do as Mr. Farrakhan said. No matter who they are, no matter what they are, no matter where they are, think for them, stand for them, work for them. And when you can't live anymore, die for them.
Go
Think
ahead.
for the whole, brothers and sisters, and speak for the whole.
Go ahead.
You just don't speak for Los Angeles or the Western region.
Go ahead.
You're speaking for all of our people. In this peace ride, you're speaking for all of our people. You are the pebble God dropped in the pond that's sending a ripple effect, not only across America, but across the world. But the whole world follows the black man. And you, LA, have been chosen by God for the sun to rise in the west. So may Allah bless you, brothers and sisters. May He keep you.
Yes, sir.
As I greet you in peace.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Takbir. 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 Come on, brothers and sisters. All praise to you, Allah. All right. All right, sit down, and then we getting up out of here because it's time for some peace ride. I got to change it to my cape. You know, Superman came from Texas. How many of you visit with us for your first time? Any first time here? Give all of our first time. Look, whether this is your first or your 1,000th time, how many of you believe what you heard today to be true and good for God's people?
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand. All right. If you believe it to be true and good for God's people and you're not a part of the mosque and you want to learn more about the teachings of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you want to become a part of this, you want to learn more about this, you want to join onto this, you want to get with this, and get up right here and come on, shake my hand right now.
Go ahead.
Right now. Get up! Like my psychic twin over there. Everything I was thinking, she said you said it.
I was told to deliver this message.
It's more powerful than light.
Go ahead.
Sound, thought. You was sending thought. You was like Serena Williams and her sister going back and forth. I was hitting that ball. You was hitting it back. Come on, be among us. Be among us and do what you did for them. Do for them what you did for me today. Be a witness bearer.
That's right.
Be a